Okay, I just want to show you Houston on this overlay here that I just pointed out in a video of Texas. This is the Mare Moscovians on the backside of the moon, the crater flipped over, reversed, and I'm starting to believe that I might have had the Columbia thing wrong because, I mean, you see the Columbia, all these places I've marked Columbia. These are all Columbia places, and I mean, there's one in Mississippi that I missed, right here in, where was it? Somewhere down here. There was also a Sandy Hook that I never knew about either. Let me see, where's that hole? Right here. It's right in this hole. See this hole? I zoomed into that, and I got where's it at? Right here, Columbia. And there's a Sandy Hook I never knew about. So that's kind of strange. The Sandy Hook thing. This must be one of them names. Columbia. Right there in the middle of Marion County, Mississippi, and it falls right where this hole is right here in this area. This is really well aligned, people. I mean, this is unbelievably aligned. Look at this straight line that they got in the moon right here. This is probably hiding something, but if you look at Florida, it's got these same straight lines. See that? It's like it looks to me like this part blew out right here. This big crater. See the big crater right here? This being the main crater, and it like blew out right here in this section and created Florida or something. But this is so well aligned. Look at Houston. Houston, we have a problem. Someone's figured out that the moon has hit the earth. See that? That's right on there. You see this line, the river, and everything that comes up to it. Look. It is such a nice alignment. I mean, this curve, you see this curve right here? Here's that curve right there. This is sweet. Really nice alignment. All these cities now, you know where, get a good idea of what shape the area in which you live. I do believe. Oh, and the weather right now, check out the weather right now. This is weather on Google Earth. And this is why we always see that straight line in the weather, I think. The straight line that shows itself along this section of the United States, that big straight weather line that comes down here and comes across. I think that's why we see that line. This is showing, oh, come on, you're going to rip me off on this radar, huh? It did come all the way down earlier. This green came all the way down. But you see how it fits in the lines? This area up here, you see that spot right there? It's just a really well-aligned picture, I think. This Texas again. Here's Texas topo. I didn't zoom in very close from the previous video, but look at that center part. That is so there. And it shows Houston right there. That's what creates that spot. I mean, people have populated that area. They probably were looking for gold from that spot or something because people know about this. It's unbelievable that people know so much about this, from ancient times, and you just got to really find it. You got to search for it. And it'll pop up eventually. You'll get it. Look at that. Here, I'm turning the borders back on. There you go. Now check this out. That is something else. Just something else. But they have that weather line that we always see right here that I call the Red Sea, because the Red Sea will fit it, and I've showed that before in the past. I mean, if I was to bring up this right here is from Moscow. I've showed it over Moscow before, this Moscovians, because it has all the Russian names on the crater, around this crater. They're all Russian names. Well, I mean, if I was to bring that alignment over here to North America, the same one, I mean, it shows it's the same size too. Watch. See the size right here? Okay, let me find that one for Europe. It shows it the same size. It's just up here a little ways. Right here. Shows it the same size. This is a proper alignment up here too. When I turn the weather on up here all the time, it fits too. Well, not all the time, but I've had it show beautifully before. But that does go there. And if I was to bring this pattern over to North America, this land would be the same shape. If I took this area of Europe, and you can actually see the circular pattern there in Europe. See it? You can't really tell that it's circular until you put the crater there. that goes there as well. Moscow, Moscovians, they don't just, it proves it, basically. That people have known. This is on the back side of the moon. We don't even see this. So how does it end up leaving its pattern over the Earth? Because the moon has shown all sides. Human beings have seen all sides of the moon. That's all there is to it. They've seen Schrodinger and Basin, which is basically is one of the most important craters. This is obviously an important crater, and Mare Oriental is very important as well. And the side that faces us, every side of the moon, every big impact you see on the moon is from the Earth. Can't stress that enough. Been doing this for years now, and it'll show that evidence every day. I find new things every day. This was a big one. And that was just by clicking through my images and running across that image, luckily. Bringing it up and checking it out. That was all I did. Just clicked on it. I don't even know what these other ones are. Left Mo2. Oh, there's another one. I don't have that one aligned. I didn't align that picture to this one, but it's pretty close, being right on there. You can see America's not, I don't have North America aligned properly in that one, but I could make that, it'll fit in there too. You can see that it fits in that pattern too. You can see what this one is. Oh, I got it moved over here. Which is, obviously there's California, I was aligning these to other things that when I put them up there. These are old. But I could bring that right up there and it'll fit right over that spot. If I was to align it, we should just do that real quick. I'll just go ahead and move it, even though it's probably aligned to something that I'll probably regret later. But let's see, Florida is right in there. Gonna turn it this way, stretch it out a little bit this way. Just trying to get the borders lined up there. There we go, pretty close. Oh, down a little bit. I think that's close enough. Yeah, that should be close enough. See the spot? See that green spot right there? That's for this one here is actually a little low. Seems like it's a little low, but look at that right there. That spot, that green spot, is the Missouri spot, the Kansas, Missouri spot that puts itself in the weather all the time. It goes with that spot right there, actually. I'll just move it down a little bit to where it's aligned over that spot. And I gotta answer my phone, so I'll let you go with that. See that? Alright, have a good day. That matches. You can go back in time to that date and find that picture, and you'll see. Alright, everybody have a good day. I gotta find my keyboard so I can shut this video down.